Hey everyone, this is J-Dog, and I'm here with another video. Yes, once again, we're gonna talk about Chump. That's right, the moron-in-chief, Ronald McDonald Chump. So, he ended up, a while back, retweeting a video where a Trump supporter is chanting white power. And a lot of people got so angry to the point where he had no choice, in order to save his already destroyed reputation, delete the retweet or find a way to get rid of it. And now I'm hearing that he got mad at a Black Lives Matter mural. That's right, this chump right here. Yeah, I have some of my issues with the Black Lives Matter organization, but the movement, the fact that people are fighting for the rights for black people to live, I'm for that. But apparently not your chump. He called the movement. There's a difference between that one organization and the actual movement. He called the movement a symbol of hate. He said that I think there was a mural in New York, I believe, and a couple more in other states. He called it a symbol of hate, but then he wants to defend Confederate heroes. Well, actually, they're not heroes. They're Confederate villains who betrayed the United States because they were desperate to keep black people as slaves, and says that we should not destroy history. We should not destroy. But let me tell you something. Those Confederates betrayed the country. And if you want to know, alright, now you notice I'm going to the face right here. I'm going to show you the stupidity of Chump in this short video. Alright, let me try to get to it.
I studied medieval times. That's what they did. They chopped off heads.
The Continental Army suffered.
Alright, let me start out.
History and culture, so important.
We are living in a time that's as evil as any time that there has ever been. You know, when I was a young man, I studied medieval times. That's what they did. They chopped off heads.
The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge. Our army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to.
How stupid is Chump? There were no airports during the American Revolution. Airports, they didn't even think of flying until people like the Wright brothers, and I think some guy in Brazil came along and decided to create flying machines. Alright? Which I believe was after the Civil War, at least, I think I could remember. So there was no way that the Continental Army during the American Revolution was targeting airports, because they did not exist. There was no operations for flying that existed at any time. Most people traveled through horseback carriage, or if they had to go overseas, through boats. Yes, ships weren't just for cruising back then, or storing goods. It was also meant for traveling, which was later replaced with airports and airplanes. But airplanes, like I said, did not exist during the American Revolution. But your idiotic Chump would think that. Let's continue with this video of his stupidity.
People don't realize, the Civil War, you think about it, why? People don't ask that question. But why was there the Civil War? Why could that one not have been won?
You want to know why there was a Civil War? Because there was a conflict between the North and the South of the United States. The North actually wanted to end the practice of slavery, and because they believed they were wealthy enough that they didn't need slaves around anymore. But the Confederates wanted slaves still to happen. They wanted slavery to the point where they would even separate themselves, if they had to, from the United States in order to continue slavery. But the North, or the Union, did not want the United States to lose the South as part. They want the southern states to still be part of the United States. So they had to fight to defeat the Confederacy to not only allow the freedom of slavery, but also to keep the United States connected, all the states, the current states at that time, connected to the United States. That's why the Civil War happened. It was also a financial situation as well.
People don't realize, if you go back to the Civil War, it was the Republicans that really did the thing.
So Robert E. Lee was a great general. And
Robert E. Lee was a tyrant, racist, slave owner, and a monster. He is no hero, Robert E. Lee, but yet you have schools named after him. That's why they're trying to change some of the names of the schools that are named after some of these Confederates, and why they're trying to get rid of the statues. Remember, Robert E. Lee was the American traitor.
Lincoln developed a phobia. Honest Abe. I wonder if he was really that honest, but you know what? Let's assume Honest Abe was Honest Abe. But Lincoln.
Hold on. Let's see here.
With a true great fighter and a great general, Robert E. Lee. He was going crazy. I don't know if you know this story. General Grant. The great General Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to show you something real quick. Alright, yeah, alright. I want you to go, I'll go back real quick. Right here.
Great General Ulysses.
See, he pronounced Ulysses S. Grant's name wrong. Yeah.
S. Grant. He went in and he knocked the hell out of everyone. He had a serious problem, a serious drinking problem. But man, was he a good general. And he's finally being recognized as a great general.
Frederick Douglass is an example of somebody who's done an amazing job and is being recognized more and more, I notice.
Oh, that was when he thought that Frederick Douglass was still alive. Oh, by the way, I have a video coming up about his statue being knocked down by the racists as payback for the Confederate statues being knocked down. But I bet you Trump is not going to complain about that. Oh, look, this is his favorite president, racist Andrew Jackson.
Had Andrew Jackson been a little bit later, you wouldn't have had the Civil War.
He died before the Civil War, okay? Andrew Jackson died before the Civil War. Alright? See, this is how stupid Trump is. Or should I say Chump is.
Really angry that he saw what was happening with regard to the Civil War.
He didn't see anything. He was dead. That's what happened. How could he see anything? He probably saw everything while he was burning in hell. He probably saw above while he was burning in hell. But he was dead.
There's no reason for this.
And remember one thing, because I always consider him to be a true great. And people never give us credit for this. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, right?
They always said nobody got treated worse than Lincoln. I believe I am treated worse.
Actually, as much as I disagree with this one man, Obama was treated worse. Despite my disagreements with Obama, Obama was the president that was treated worse. And this is despite my disagreements with Obama. But yeah, Obama was actually putting policies like healthcare and stuff, even when he was doing things for the people that he was doing stuff for, it was still not enough. So I think Obama was treated worse than Chump or Lincoln or anyone other president. And then because the fact that Obama was a biracial man of black descent, African descent to be exact, that was why he was treated worse. Like I said, I have my issues with Obama, but yeah.
For the first time in the history of our country, we had virtually no rights, no due process. So the great tariff debate of 1888, we had so much money, we could do whatever we wanted. Then in 1913, they ended tariffs, okay? Somebody got stupid, and they ended tariffs. And then in 1928, you had the Great Depression.
The Great Depression happened majority of the 30s and actually started in 1929 when the stock market crashed, and it lasted throughout the entire 30s until World War II. It did not start that early.
A lot of different reasons, not necessarily our country's fault, but a little bit our country's fault.
And I mean, people forget that at that time, Hitler was virtually unstoppable. He was going through countries like cheese.
Oh, and get ready, because, ladies and gentlemen, as I continue this video, because it's going to get a lot worse.
America built the Empire State Building in just 1 year.
Wrong.
In 9 months. Can you believe that? They say...
Idiot. See, that's why they're Xing his answers, because he's wrong.
A wall is medieval. Well, so is a wheel. A wheel is older than a wall. The wheel is older than the wall. You know that?
During a heated phone conversation with Canadian
Walls were around even before wheels.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau regarding tariffs, Trump asked, quote, "Didn't you guys burn down the White House?" Trump was apparently referring to the War of 18...
The British were the ones that burned the White House, not the Canadians. The United States have never been in war with Canada. Maybe now the only time we were in war in Canada was as a ally. We didn't fight against Canada in no conflict. When Canada was involved in a war, it was World War I, and you know what happened? Canada was our ally. Canada fought against the Germans alongside us, the United States. Alright? We never been in a war against Canada. Alright? Canada has been, like I said before, Canada has been our ally in a couple of wars, like World War I, but we never fought against Canada. We fought against the British. They were the ones responsible for burning down the original White House.
1912, which was fought against the British. The British burned down the White House.
Alright, see, the lady just pointed out what I said. The lady, you don't see her face, but she pointed out what I said. The White House was the original version of the White House was burnt by the British during the War of 1812, but it happened in 1814. Matter of fact, you can see the subtitle right here, because this is what the lady is about to say.
The original White House in 1814, the British.
We have to understand our past. We have to understand our history. Because if we don't know our history, it could all happen again. Have to know our history.
He doesn't know shit. Alright? He doesn't know shit. You know what? Racists like him, they don't know our history. Instead, they're trying to rewrite our history. Alright? Idiots like him are trying to rewrite our history because deep down, people like him, don't know the actual history, or they try to hide and ignore the real history. See, this shows you right there that Trump is an idiot and a racist and an ignorant bastard. Alright? I know this video is long, but I just have to show you the ignorance of Chump. Going against a Black Lives Matter moral, but yet defends Confederate statues, shows the racist of this coward. It shows the ignorance. That's why I was happy. Hold on, bigger picture. I was happy when his rally went bad. He ended up looking like this. Like, it was the biggest walk of shame ever. And you know what? He deserves this. And now I'm also hearing that he's losing in the polls. Man, the polls are not his friends right now. He is dipping. I think he could end up losing in November. I don't even have to vote, and he'll still lose because of his stupidity. He can't even handle this pandemic. I want to talk about maybe in a future video that he's trying to reopen the schools despite the fact that the pandemic is still going around and kids can be at risk of being killed by this virus. Yes, he's willing to put your kids at risk of this pandemic by reopening the schools. I'll probably talk about that in a future video. But yeah, this shows you the ignorance and stupidity of Chump. But that's all I have to say about this retard, this clown, this man-child in chief. But I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Yeah, write down in the comment section. But however, if you are a Trump supporter and a troll, your comment will be deleted and I will block you because I know that you're going to say something ignorant against this video or something, you're going to say something probably racist. Now, for those who support me, I still also want y'all to be careful how you write your comments too, because I heard there's comments being removed not because of me, but because of YouTube. If YouTube does not like a pattern of a comment, they will delete it and call it spam or call it a violation against their community guidelines. So still be careful how you write the comments as well. If you're not blocked or have your comment removed by me, it is most likely YouTube. That is if you're watching this video on YouTube. But still, I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure you write, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And that's all I have to say. I know it's a long video, but that's all I have to say for now. I'll also leave the links to the different accounts that I want y'all to follow me on. YouTube, Black Junction, etc. But that's all I have to say. This is J-Dog. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.